the opportunity today to rip their freaking head off and let them bleed. If I cut them with a knife, they're gonna bleed red, just like you. You go out there like junior Broncos, you play junior Bronco football, and you can do it. If you believe in yourself, you can do whatever it is you want to do in life. Do it now, though. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Woo! Is winning everything? Well, apparently it is in Texas youth football, where overbearing parents, extreme training, and heckling rules. And joining us now is executive producer Matt Maranz from the new series Friday Night Tykes. Welcome, Matt.
Hi, Michelle. Thanks for having me on.
I gotta tell you, we played that clip, and everybody in the studio just kind of bug-eyed because it sounds like an NFL coach, not, you know, these little tykes. What's the deal?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times you will hear an NFL coach or a college coach, a very high-power coach, speak with the same intensity and, you know, competitiveness and use a lot of the same buzzwords. What's interesting is now that mentality is being thrust upon 8- and 9-year-old kids.
Now, so tell me about the show then, Friday Night Tykes, because we know in Texas football's big, but I know cameras, and they tend to polarize people. They're either on their best behavior or they beef it up just for the camera. So is this true life, what we're going to be seeing in this show?
Yeah, no, this is true life. I mean, this is not manufactured or artificial. It's authentic and it's real. The people down in Texas at the Texas Youth Football Association, they were doing this long before we showed up with our cameras, and they're going to be doing this long after we've left. I mean, this is what they do. They proudly claim that they are the you know, most competitive youth football league in America, and this is what they do. The cameras really had no you know, no impact whatsoever. This is who they are, and this is what they do.
And I'm surprised they don't mind you guys being there. I mean, no doubt this is controversial, the way that they teach these kids. I mean, even the parents, you know, we're taught as kids to have good sportsmanship. So what do you think's going on with these parents and these adults?
Well, this is not the only league that the parents can sign their kids up to play in. There are other opportunities to play in San Antonio where the documentary takes place. Parents have chosen to play in the most competitive youth football league in America. They know what they're getting themselves into. They know what they're signing up for. What we found is that the coaches, they all believe that we are soft on our kids and we are coddling our kids, and by not being as ruthless on them as we should be, we're enabling them to fail both as athletes and as kids, and then eventually as a society. They believe they are doing what's necessary to make these kids better.
Wow. What do you believe? I mean, you're very close to this project, obviously, as the executive producer. I mean, what has filming this show done for your beliefs?
I'm a parent, and you know, I have a boy who plays sports as well. And really, we're all just asking the same question that every parent asks. I mean, how hard do you push your kid? I mean, it's something I deal with on a daily basis, and most parents do. You know, you definitely need to teach your kids certain life skills, but then at a certain point, you're worrying, where am I pushing too hard? You know, if I push too hard, are they going to rebel against the things that I'm trying to teach? I don't know where that line is, but it's very interesting to see other people who have the same goal try to identify where that line is and how hard to push your kids.
I mean, so the show's brand new. Give us a little preview here. Is there any one episode or one moment that you think people are really going to stop what they're doing and just watch in disbelief?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely push the kids hard. They definitely push the kids very, very hard, you know, as if it's a college or an NFL program. I mean, everyone, you know, head injuries are obviously a very, you know, hot button topic in football, both from the NFL down through youth sports. Head injuries do occur, you know, during the series, but it's just really one part of the series. It really is a question of, as parents, we try to create situations that we think are going to benefit our child. And really what the documentary is asking is, what have we created as parents, you know, for our kids? Is it really beneficial, or maybe does it have an opposite effect?
I know you have to wonder how this will carry on for the kids off of the football field. I mean, are they going to start living their lives this way, where it's go big or go home? You know, I mean, what are you hoping the audience will take away from this show?
Well, I mean, it's interesting. At the end of the game, you would see a coach, you know, coaches would live and die with the game and talk about it all week. Parents would live and die with the game and talk about it all week. 30 seconds after the game, the kids couldn't care less about the game. All they wanted to know is where we're going for ice cream.
Of course.
And that's what I think is very interesting. I'm not sure this has a huge impact on the kids short term. They just don't understand the world they're thrown into. Sometimes, you know, we always do these things and we say we're doing it for the kids. Adults have created youth sports for the kids, but often you find out it's less about the kids and more about the adults who created it.
I gotta say, I agree with you. Thank you so much, Matt. It looks really interesting. I can't wait to check it out. Friday Night Tykes premieres on January 14th on the Esquire Network. So what do you guys think, Tara, Jada? I mean, he basically laid it out. It's more for the parents than the kids.
I believe it, Michelle, and I think that some of the parents are living vicariously through their children. But, you know, one of the things that I say is the reality is there's a fine line between mental toughness and emotional abuse. And I do think that some of the things that I saw specifically from a counseling psychology perspective is troubling. I don't think that kids have the ability to understand what's going on. I think he kind of alluded to that.
Physically, too, they're getting knocked around. I mean, you talk about head injuries with NFL guys. What about little 8-year-olds?
So I just started my 6-year-old in basketball, and I chose to start them in this organization called Upward Christian because it's a Christian organization, and they actually teach the parents how to react to the volunteer referees.
So that we have to teach the parents how to act.
Exactly, because they're like, we don't subscribe to this kind of stuff, like what we just saw. So I chose this organization because I don't subscribe to that kind of stuff.